Hello truckers, welcome back to American Truck Simulator with realistic economy. We just left the rest area here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The sun's up, but it's being blocked because it's raining. But we are on our way to Page, Arizona. I think we're just getting ready to get on the interstate and put the pedal down. We should be there, it looks like about 1:30 in the afternoon. And then we'll see where we can go. We're trying to get up to like Seattle, Washington area, so we can grab possibly a load as far southeast as we can go. At least that's the plan anyways, but I've made plans before and yeah, we don't get that far. But we'll see how far we get on that plan anyways. Now let's see, I think I want to go, this is a straight lane right here. And there we go. We're all set. We are up to 127,000 in the bank account, which is nice. We're shooting for about 160, 170. That will allow us to buy another truck and get ourselves another driver. And of course, then have a little bit left in the bank account to make our payments. I should be driving this a little bit slower today just because of the weather conditions. And I'm already getting off the interstate. Okay. Makes the side mirrors just a little bit more difficult to see because of the raindrops, but I think we're looking pretty good there. Little light on the steering. Almost had to pay for it. Can we stop? It was... okay, we stopped in time. Light was green when I was coming up the off-ramp, but it turned, so... I was trying to race the light, which I shouldn't be doing. Should not be doing that. Alright, so now it's saying about 2... Well, we get there when we get there. But we are going to get to Page, Arizona today. I need to, because the load needs to be there by 6:30 p.m. on this day itself. So, yeah, we need to get there today. We should. Fingers crossed, as long as there's no detours, which I tend to hit quite often, I think. For the rate I got them set in the options, I get detours often, so that's all I'm going to say. Just making sure all traffic has stopped. Just because you got a green light doesn't mean traffic won't be shooting on through. See if I can drag race this guy here. What's the weight I got? 43,000 pounds, so... it's a little bit more than the average. I call average about 35,000. Would say the rain was starting to let up a little bit, but maybe not. It will be nice to be able to get another truck, another driver on the road. I mean, it should be a lot better than it was a few episodes ago when we had an entire garage doing nothing. And I mean nothing. But everything seems to be back on track. Fingers crossed. 70 miles an hour even on a road like this. All right. Want to take it a little bit easy. I'm not going to go that fast because, yeah, my steering, understeering a little bit. So just got to be careful about it. And I guess it all depends on what time we get to Page. And what deliveries are optional for us. Always gets tricky when I get there like at between 2 and 3 in the afternoon, because there's still time to do something, but then again, you're not going to be able to get too far before we got to call it quits at 5. So trying to find a rest area in that particular zone as well is tricky. Well, you are just completely stopping. Okay, what is going on here with ATS, man? I mean, they hit me on the side, and that's my fault? I mean, I avoid from rear-ending them, which would have been totally my fault. Why is it when I get hit in the side or the rear, it's my fault? It's always my fault. Cindy knows that. Cindy always knows it's my fault. Luckily, it's not the beginning of the series when that $400 would probably send me off, flying off my chair, because money was difficult. I do love seeing comments on my older videos in this series. People keep on finding the series, which is great. And just seeing the comments of they see the mod, they try it, and I think they have the same reaction I had when my drivers first started making deliveries. How are we supposed to make money? Well, you get to episode, well, whatever episode we're on now, and you're doing fine. But that's the whole fun part of it. You're not supposed to build up your company that fast. I mean, you can still buy your first truck after you hit level 2 or 3, get your first loan. But I have seen some people do exactly what we did, where I bought myself a truck, I drove it for like maybe a load or two, and then I hired a driver to take our truck and we went driving for someone else. Just to get the double amount of money in. And it worked. At least, I mean, here we are. Company is slowly building on up. Until one day where I get hit in the side, like I just did, and they get sued. And I'll be like, Your Honor, they hit me from the side. Not the side of my truck, the side of my trailer. I did see, just before I came on here, some pictures of Nebraska for ATS. So Kansas will be the next state that comes out. But of course, Nebraska will be right after that. Well, when I say right after, it'll be the next state after. It's not like they're gonna release Kansas and then a week later it's like, well, here's Nebraska. Well, they might. You never know, I guess. I don't know what their schedule is. They don't invite me to the meetings, so I just, I just sit in my Freightliner. Now I just hit someone in the side again. And that wasn't my fault, apparently. Well, it probably was. I did not see them in my side mirror. And I'm not sure why the traffic in that lane slowed down like it did. Alright, so mark this day off as just a crappy day of driving, because that's what it's turning out to be. And I think at the beginning I said, well, it's raining, we should take it slow. So far, I've been in 2 accidents. Now, the first one, I almost rear-ended the person. Then I went around them, and they turned into me. And that was my fault, according to the game. And now, the one we just happened here, they probably were in this lane, and I moved over, and I ran into them, and that wasn't my fault. So I'm not really sure how that's working on out. Alright, so the rain is stopping, so that's going to be good for me now, because maybe I can kind of... There, now I can really see out the side mirrors. We got a turn coming up to the left. Page, Arizona. There's a destination I have not been to a while here in ATS. Kind of weird. The way I just said that, it's almost like I go to Page, Arizona in real life. No. It's but in ATS, yeah. We haven't been there in a while. Light's going to stay green, I think. Yeah, it's going to. Yeah, I need to get rid of this trailer at this point because I've been in a couple of accidents with it. There's Ned's. Making grilling great again. I think that's what it said. I can see much better out the side mirrors when it's not raining. Looks like I turned away from all the traffic. That always makes me a little bit nervous when I'm traveling in an area that I never really, or just never really been to, and you're trying to find your way around, and you're like, okay, and then GPS will tell you, yeah, you need to turn here. Then you turn, and you're going with a good flow of traffic, and then you turn, and you start going down a road where there is nobody, and you're like, not sure about this. Muffin Mondays. Now, Denny's is a place I have not ate at in, I'm just going to say, a long time. So, do they have Muffin Mondays? Free muffin. Alright. I mean, I do like myself a morning pastry. Only in the wintertime when it gets cold out. When it's warm out, I'm not a breakfast eater. But if I'm going to have breakfast, give me a pastry. I think this is a right-hand turn we're actually coming up to. After we go around this left-hand bend, but we'll be turning right. The cop car over there, let's make sure we come to a complete and full stop. Had enough issues this morning, so every time I'm coming up to a stoplight now, I'm really focusing to make sure I do nothing else wrong. I actually thought about changing the paint job on the truck today. It's like, yeah, I probably should get rid of the Oklahoma paint job because we're getting, we're getting away from Oklahoma, of course. But part of me is like, well, it's going to cost you, minimum like $6,000-$7,000 for a basic paint job at a shop. And right now, I just rather save up the money until we can get ourselves the next driver of the fleet. But then we're going to have to save ourselves a good amount of money Well, I say a good amount of money. It's like the cost of a truck anyways. But yeah, we're going to buy ourselves a garage. I'm thinking like the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That might be a good area to have a garage. But we'll see when the time comes. I may actually, if Kansas comes out by then, because I don't know how long it's going to be before we can be able to buy a garage. We got to get ourselves a truck and a driver first. But yeah, then advance, get ourselves a garage. Try to get it somewhere, in the middle of the country. Oh, that's our loan payment. Okay. Which we got a long ways to go on the loan. Actually, I remember taking this exact route. No, I wasn't going to say not long ago, but I'm pretty sure it's probably maybe like 6 months ago. Because that little mountain that's kind of at our 2 o'clock position, I remember like taking a thumbnail of that for some reason. I think. Going down this particular road. Yeah. I remember taking a picture of that. May not have been this exact road, but see, I feel like it was. Got a little bit of a sandstorm going on to our right, maybe? Just cruising on downhill, letting all the weight behind me push. Which can be a dangerous thing sometimes. Well, speed limit was 55. Oh, now we're going uphill. Probably should have kept up my speed. And hello, Arizona. It's good to be back, I think. And I should mention there will be a SnowRunner episode later on today, if you're watching this when it goes live. I actually got done just a little while ago recording it. And it's currently uploading as I speak. And I should also mention that yesterday we started another Let's Play on Farming Simulator on American Falls by Lancey Boy. So if you didn't see that and you're interested, go check it on out. With the fall time just about here and it getting darker a lot earlier, I might be able to put more videos out per week than what I've been doing recently. Yeah, we don't need to be causing any more accidents today. right about here, that should turn. Oh, it already turned off. I was going to say the green light should turn off, but it already did. So yeah, we're getting paid like what, $2,500 for this? $22.67. Someone just brought in $7,000. Harry P. Harry, you're doing well for yourself now. We fired you once. And the way I just said that sounds like I might fire you again. I don't think so. I think he's doing well. It could have been because he was in... He may have been in the first... He wasn't the first driver we hired, was it? I don't remember. But if he was, that means he was in our first truck. And that truck had the basics in it. And, you know, when I asked the question a long time ago, does the truck that your workers are in, does that matter for the loads they take? And I got half people saying yes and half people saying no. And I'm on the believer side of, yes, it does matter. So just like when you take an oversized load, it shows you the stats of your truck. And if you can, you know, do you want to continue with the truck that you have and what you're about to do? Do you want to do that? And I think it does play in a part of your workers. So that's why we are now, you know, I'm not buying the $125,000, $135,000 trucks. I am getting the $160,000 trucks for our drivers so they could haul better and bigger loads and bring in more cash. Only been to Arizona once in real life. When I went to Vegas, I got driven to Arizona. Don't remember much about it. Well, like I said, I was in Vegas, so I don't remember too much about Arizona itself. But I do remember it being looking a little bit like this. But from what most people have said when I drive through the towns that they've lived in, grew up in, they say, you know, SCS is doing a very good job of making it almost like real life. I was thinking about this the other day, and I don't know why I think about a lot of things, and I don't know why I think about them, but, you know, one of these days, I could see them making games like a trucking simulator game to where we actually use like Google Maps or something like that, and that will be like your graphics, where you're just driving and the graphics will be so lifelike. We will get there someday, and if you don't think so, go back way in the day, the way the games used to be, and the way they used to look like, and the way they are now. Don't be surprised if someday it's like that. But I'm going to actually say it. It will be like that someday. Yeah, this has been another bad driving day. I'm not with it. 2 accidents. I'm missing shifts. I'm maxing out RPMs. Luckily, this is a simulator, so I hit those high RPMs. Although I think most newer vehicles and trucks have computer chips in them, so you can't over-rev the engine too much. And SnowRunner went rather well recording earlier. Don't want to give anything away because the episode hasn't gone out yet, but it went rather well. Then I come on here, and then I'm just misshifting and... Driver Paul M. could not find the load. Come on, Paul. You can do better. That's an interesting... I don't think I've ever seen a broken down car actually stick out into the travel lane. I mean, maybe I have. I just don't recall it right away. Page 53. Our destination is 55 miles out. I think I can redeem myself maybe once we get to Walmart in Page, Arizona. Hopefully I can redeem myself with a good parking job. Yeah, we are almost up. Well, when I get my delivery done, because we already made our loan payment for the day, we will be up to $140,000. That was really good to see Harry P bring in like $7 grand. I think that's the highest total I've seen so far. Someone bring in. Feels like we're just cruising downhill here. I don't have my feet on the gas pedal, clutch, brake, nothing. We're just cruising. Slowly slowing down. Slowly slowing down. Yeah, that's English language. My English language. As Bruce Willis once said, "Hey lady, I only speak 2 languages, English and bad English." Alright, we are arriving in Page, Arizona. And we are going to the Walmart. Or maybe to the Walmart warehouse. That was a cop car. I didn't get a speeding ticket for that. I might have been right on the borderline. I was doing like 49 and a 45. That's very close to getting a ticket. Or it wasn't actually like a real cop. Trying to figure out this location here because the flag is kind of like down on that corner. I probably was there an entryway there? No, there wasn't. Not an entryway there. Deliveries only. Well, that's us. You think they would have made like an entryway over here for trucks? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I want to be taking a load for the rest of the afternoon, because the time I get there and actually get the load would probably be 3, but we'll have it figured out here in a moment. Well, I mean, this should be a simple, you know, parking job here, but I'm sure I'm going to screw it up somehow. until I'm at full concentration. Just trying to get this trailer square, which it mostly is. And we're going to call that good because I may not get it better than that today. Let's go ahead and decouple and get paid our $22.61? $22.67. All the same. So leveling up from here forward, I kind of wish they would do us like a bonus. Not every level, because once you get to level 76, you put all your skill points into everything. Unless they're going to add skill points in the future. They possibly could, I guess. But maybe, say, like, you know, when you hit milestones like level 50, 75, 100. I was going to say give us a bonus in money, but if you're playing the base game, you probably got enough of it by then anyways. Yeah, I'm not sure where to go with that, but... So, I mean, the levels after level 36, to me, it's like, yeah, whatever, that's fine. Freight market. So, unless we actually see one going directly to Seattle, Washington. Well, there's Syracuse, New York. Not quite where we need to be going. Let's see here. Now, if I go on there, and then I just type in... Well, there's nothing going to Seattle directly. Let's see here. I mean, there's Wyoming. That's just directly north. Oh, we don't... Okay, there's only like 2 pages here. So, North Dakota, New Mexico, Arizona. Well, everything is going the wrong direction, pretty much. I mean, Los Angeles would get us... We want... Whoops. Oh, we want to go... We want to go northwest, not southwest. So maybe this is the best option for us is to, like I said, not bother taking a load today. Let's find a place to sleep here in Page. And then maybe when we wake up next morning, we'll have, of course, different options. And maybe we'll get lucky in that sense. So let's go to the world map. And it looks like we're going right here. Let's go ahead and park up the Freightliner for the day. Cindy will be happy with that, the way I've been driving. And probably a lot of you are as well. Because that hasn't been my worst. We've had worse days, we know, right? But it definitely wasn't... I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was probably like a 3. Some might be saying, really? That generous? A 3? I'm going to give it a 3, because it could be worse. Like anyone leaves Walmart, you roll up to the stop sign, have a quick look. Yeah, we're all set. No one's coming. One lonely little, I think it's a hot dog stand. It's a nice little touch, like a billboard that's... Actually, I thought it was not done over, but actually it is. I don't know what the billboard was for. I think that says do not enter, so I'm going to enter the correct way. For the first time in about 10 tries. So how much for diesel in Arizona currently? $4.71? Well, okay, that's not too bad. $4.36. I think that's cheaper where I am. I don't have diesel, so, but I think I saw the price of like a $4.91. Yep, and I forgot to take a thumbnail. What's that a billboard of? Now available, Real Companies Extended, Truckee Mods. See if I can find... anywhere in here is good. We will try to go... Don't park too deep, though. I think right here would be good. Alright, and here we are. This is where we're calling it a night, Cindy. So, yeah, I'm not quite far enough in. But I don't want to drive too far and get out of the trucking zone. I do want to go back in here. I'm kind of getting into a habit now. Driver manager. What are you doing, Victor A? You are resting, and you're in Sacramento. Okay, I'm starting to see a trend. Paul M. in Sacramento is now resting. Mark M. in Sacramento is resting. See, there's a difference between... someone may say, well, they're sleeping, they're resting. This is a symbol, like right up here for Mimi M. You can see where it's got the bed symbol. On duty, stop to rest. My drivers in Sacramento are just resting. Yeah. I think we got a problem with Sacramento Garage for some reason, and I don't know why. I'm not sure why this is a situation. Is Sacramento the one with 4 drivers only? Oh, wait. Garage manager. I think they should only have 4 of them, right? Correct. Yeah, they're still not making no money. Actually, daily profit is down to negative 229. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. So I think what I'm going to need to do, and this may halt our plans on getting a truck, because if I got 4 drivers now not doing absolutely nothing, it's better that we save up money to buy a garage somewhere else and get these drivers transported, get them out of Sacramento. Once I can get everyone out of Sacramento, sell the Sacramento garage. And for those who don't know, Sacramento is in California, which is, I mean, that's the base state that we get when you get ATS. So it's not like, I'm not sure. If anyone else has the Sacramento garage, just check on it and let me know how your drivers are doing. As long as you've been playing on the game, let me know if you got any problems with the Sacramento garage, because I want to see if I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, because we moved all the drivers out, and now the drivers I sent there, you can see for yourself. They're starting. It's like they're getting back to the garage and then not going back out. Is there an option I have where I can just tell people in the garage, be lazy and not do nothing? Because that's what's going on here. And it's costing us money. So we may not be buying ourselves a truck. Oh, wait. I haven't done this before. But you can buy a garage without actually leaving. So I'm just kind of curious. If I were to... It's $150,000. And that's for a small garage. So at least what we could do is, I think, fingers crossed, next episode we can get ourselves another garage, get 3 drivers moved over. I would hate to have to fire a driver and sell a truck, so then I can sell this garage, get my whole... when you sell the garage, you get the full amount of money back, and then what I could do is buy a truck back. Yeah, it's getting to be a mess, but we got to get rid of that garage, and I think that's something we're going to have to do. Luckily, I quit early today, and me and Cindy can talk about it in the truck later on, or when we go for a walk. I think I need a walk. I need a long walk, maybe with a cold beverage. That sounds good. I think that sounds good. Yeah, but anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with realistic economy. But until then, have a good one.